Okay, so just because the temperatures have risen now that it's, pretty much summertime all over the place, basically speaking, okay, the barometer is promising and the thermometer is up there. Yes, yes, yes. Morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More with Jan channel. Just because it is summertime does not mean that you may not want something a little bit savory and a little bit hearty, not too hearty because I know it's summertime. That also doesn't mean that you have to right away go to a restaurant to escape the heat and spend money you really don't have because you don't feel like cooking or hanging out in a terribly hot kitchen. I get that part. I get that part that you want to cook cool meals. Literally, I mean, like not cool, like, oh, wow, that's a cool thing. No, cool meaning, meals that, temperature wise, because you don't want to hang out in a hot kitchen. And you don't necessarily always and only want to eat ice cold meals either. It's tricky. Summertime meal planning, in my honest, could be a little bit tricky, but you still want to save money in the first place, second place, and even maybe third place. I'm going to offer to you a couple of recipes. This video may not be very long, but at least it's really important. Okay, so here are a couple of my personal favorites. Okay, pasta salad. Pasta salad can be made early in the day, which is what I love. Do it early in the day, put it in your refrigerator, you come home from work or whatever, and it's done. You get out paper plates if you want, just dish it out, done. One, two, three, done. Do you like that idea? I like that idea. One of my favorites is so simple to put together, it is not even funny. I like that tri-colored pasta. You know the ones that look like little curly cues, little swirls. That one, okay. So tri-colored, twirly type looking for salad pasta. There you go. You know the one I'm talking about. So you make that, you drain that, cool it down. Okay, I like to add this one item is so worth it. Okay, I really love it. Wishbone Italian dressing. Okay, it's like sort of like kind of like a vinaigrette, except the flavors are a little more bumped up. Really, really good. You can use it in many, many different dishes. But for this dish, I like that. So you drain the pasta, you cool it off, put on that wishbone Italian dressing. Now, some people don't want to add anything else. They're just happy with it, just like that. Maybe they'll throw in a handful of cherry tomatoes for a little splash of a chew. Or you have an option. You could take a small can of cooked boneless chicken, the little cans of chicken, drain it out, flake them up, throw it in that salad, just like that. Put it away. You could do the same method and take tuna fish. If you don't care for the chicken or don't have the chicken, you could certainly, use canned tuna fish drained or the one in the pouch, all crumbled up, put it on top of your salad. Yum. Put it all together, cover it up, put it lid over it, put it in your refrigerator, keep it in there. Come home from work. It's all done. Done. Like the whole meal is one thing. You got your pasta, you got your little bit of vegetable if you choose to throw in, whatever vegetable you like. I just mentioned briefly earlier, you could just throw in like a handful of cherry tomatoes, okay? Which is kind of sort of a fruit slash vegetable. Tomatoes always questionable in that arena. But that thing is delicious. You could season it up to your flavor. But I tell you, the wishbone Italian dressing this is to me is flavorful enough. Don't need to add anything else. So invest a couple of dollars in a bottle of that for uses for summertime meals, okay? That's one option. Now, the other option is if you're a meat eater and you like meat, but you don't want to hang around the stove all day long, doing, hot foods, cooking hot foods in your kitchen in the summer. I get that. If you enjoy, I hope I'm saying this properly. I don't know if it's said kielbasa or kielbasi, okay? The one that's already cooked, okay? It's fairly sizable. So for myself, okay, I get several different meals out of that. But if you have a family, it depends. Okay. Like if you're a family of two, you could cut that thing in half and freeze the rest for the future. If you're a family of like, let's say 3 or 4 people, use the whole thing. What do? I like to cut it up into slices. You're going to get little circles out of it, right? Then I like to take nonstick. Then I like to cook it up till it's like, caramelizes. Very good. Throw that in that same pan. I like to take my frozen onions and peppers, the one that's already done up. You don't even have to cut it up. It's so easy. Just throw that in there, let that cook up, okay? With the kielbasa, yum. Now, some people don't do it that way. Some people rather take a little can of sauerkraut and drain that, and you could throw that in there. That's fine, whatever you want. And of course, like you have other options to that. You could add pre-cooked that you may have leftover diced potatoes. Throw that in there, and then just put it all together. It's one complete meal. Done, finished, done in minutes because the meat basically was already cooked. You're just literally heating it up and caramelizing it and adding other add tos in that same, pan. So it doesn't get faster than that. You don't feel like doing dishes? Again, paper plates, whatever. Um, there you go. And then you just serve it up with your favorite beverages and you're good to go. You can put like rolls or bread slices out for those like to make a sandwich out of that. Or some people just prefer to eat it just as it is. So that would be like the meat with the potatoes and the onions and the peppers, all done very quickly, both meals extremely affordable. And like I said, and the other one you could do a make ahead of the salad in the morning, which is really, really good. And if you have any of the leftovers of the kielbasa, you could also just heat it up the next day. I mean, no big deal. So I just thought that I would mention those very, very two easy meals. The other one I have mentioned in the past, but it's always worth it. This is a great side dish to have in the summertime, and it's just so easy. Again, using the wishbone Italian dressing. It is three ingredients. Okay, get a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Okay, you rinse them off. Okay, drain them out, rinse them off. Okay, put them in a bowl. Chop up a little bit of onion, not a ton of onion, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then a splash of the wishbone Italian dressing. Put on that. Let it marinate. Let all the flavors marinate. Let it marinate. Just put it away. Again, you just put that in your fridge, and that could serve as an already done up side dish. Okay, it's already done up. Now, some people could take a can of artichoke hearts, drain that can. You could add it to what I just mentioned, add it to the garbanzo bean mixture like that, or just have the chickpea, garbanzo bean, whatever way you prefer to say it, mixture, and just like let it sit there. And, you keep it simple, you keep it a little more complicated. If you don't want to cook at all, get good old crackers, regular little crackers, your favorite ones. There's rice crackers, there's simple crackers, there's the round buttery type. And then put out a couple of your favorite hunks of cheese, like maybe cheddar cheese or whatever flavor you like, pepper jack cheese, whatever. And just sort of like have a pick on it really basically looks like a bunch of appetizers kind of meal. I love those appetizer kind of meals on a hot summer day. Very, very cost effective. And you get to do it a bunch of times. Cheese and crackers with a salad. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And it doesn't even have to be blocks of cheese. If you have cheese slices, you could cut them up into little pieces, put them on top of a cracker, and have the chickpea salad or artichoke heart salad or whatever you want, even a can of olives, something on the side, cool and crispy. Have your favorite piece of fruit. You are done. Okay. Or just some, pudding at the end or some jello at the end. Does not have to be fancy, does not have to cost a lot of time, effort, or energy, and definitely not cost too much money. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time, and I really hope you enjoy one of those meals. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. And super thanks are totally, totally appreciated and totally welcome. Thank you so very, very much. Have a great day. Take good care. Bye bye.